Hi guys, my name's Elliot Harlin Bethel and this channel is about energy healing, personal development and following my journey on the various types of fasts that I do, from wet fasts to dry fasts to hard dry fasts to juice fasts, excuse me. And today I wanted to talk about transcending beliefs. From a very young age, we go to school and we have various things taught to us which then become belief systems, and belief systems become the outline for how we live our lives. So when we're at school, we are brought up to believe we need to eat 3 times a day. And for a lot of people watching this is going to be quite hard to hear what I'm going to say, because they're going to say science proves that we need to eat certain foods to have energy. Science is a belief system. So science is a man-made construct. We created science to justify some of the things we were thinking. So I know several stage 4 breatharians who haven't eaten or drunk anything for over several years. And this is now becoming more and more in the public, that we are beginning to realize that we are energetic beings vibrating at a certain frequency. So when we know this, we don't have to utilize energies outside of us in order to survive. And I've been playing around with this and practicing this over 4 years. And by the end of this year, I plan to do about 3 months of stage 4 breatharianism. And I wrote an article 2 years ago saying that I believe by 2026, the human race will only eat food for pleasure. Because when you realize that it's an energy exchange, and that even by saying grace to your food, it's actually changing the structure of the food. So what if I was to say to you that when you look at a food substance and you read the label and it tells you it's got this amount of calories, this amount of fat, this amount of carbs, if it's got high fat and high calories in it and you eat it, subconsciously you've been programmed that you're going to put on weight, so you'll put on weight. Whereas if that item has low calories and low fat, you've been programmed you won't put on weight. And this is how you'll see some people that are very, very, very heavy and overweight and hardly eat anything. And this is because their belief system is telling them that they're fat, and that's nothing they can do about it because it's in their genetics. And then you'll see people that are very, very skinny and they eat McDonald's 7 times a day and they can run 100 meters faster than Usain Bolt. This is because their belief system believes they can do that. Anyone's belief systems can be changed. It's like furniture in a house. Now your body is a temple, and these are your temples. So this is where you change your beliefs from, your temples. So if you change your belief system to believing that you don't need to eat meat, like I did, to realizing you can survive on vegetables and fruit and high electric, high vibrational frequency foods, then your beliefs change. At first, I didn't believe it, but I shifted my attention to it. So by stopping looking and watching people eat meat, and by focusing my attention more on fruits and vegetables, and then I started to see things like the Game Changers films. I started to see and meet and be introduced to more people that were doing it vegan and vegetarian. But then I'm the sort of person where I had quite a seesaw or polarity personality. I started to think, hang on a minute, someone's had my pants down, because I've been eating all this meat all this time thinking I need it to be big, and now I can do it on vegetables. And when I was younger, I was overweight and I was told that you could lose weight by eating high fats and low carbs, and then I did it the other way around as well. I now realize that it's actually the powers within me, because if I change my beliefs around something, I can make something someone's told me is wrong actually right, because I could actually eat fat all day long, or I could eat carbs all day long. And either way, if my belief system told me and I believed it and felt it, because feeling is emotion, which is energy in motion, then my body did it. So if you can transcend your belief system or change your belief system around something, and I've had lots of in-depth conversations with people recently, because not many people realise how much of a meat eater I was. When I was working and I had my hair salon, I was eating 2 whole chickens a day and then shoving packets of pastrami and cheese and protein shakes into my body. And I didn't feel great about it, but because I believed that I was going to gain muscle and and lose fat at the same time. I had enough belief in it that it worked. And it was such a shock for me when I had a little bit of a breakdown. I thought, hang on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my whole life now, and everything I've been made to believe, I'm going to deconstruct it and do everything completely in reverse. So I'm going to write with my left hand, I'm going to play golf with my left hand, I'm going to run backwards when I go for a jog. Every single thing, I'm going to stop eating meat, and I'm going to go completely, I'm going to try complete veganism for a week. And I tried it, and then I thought, okay, I didn't feel great doing it at first, so I'm going to transition. I introduced fish back into my diet, and then the fish went out, and then the eggs went, and the dairy went, and it was a very gradual thing. Now, I know, and I've done 14 days with no food and no water, and I actually felt amazing at the end of it. And I know I can go very, very long periods without food and water when I incorporate other energy exchanges. So this is very, very important. You don't just stop eating and then go straight into being a stage 4 breatharian. I didn't just stop eating meat and go straight into being a vegan. And this is where people start to say and get fear-based around it, saying, you can't do that, it's not going to be good for you, some people need to eat meat. You only need to do what you believe and what you feel you need to do. Because if your belief system's strong enough, your body will adjust to it. Because this body is just a thought form. It's beliefs that you've built up. It's programs and paradigms that you've built up over years. If your body's a temple, picture it like a pyramid. If your body's a temple, your thoughts have created beliefs, and the beliefs are bricks. And you've built the bricks up over the years, and the bricks are holding this temple together. So if you've been told and you believe you need to eat 3 times a day, or you need to eat meat, or that if you stare at the sun you're going to go blind, or don't put water directly in sunlight, these are all things and beliefs that I've changed now. And if I'm really honest with you, staring at the sun is one of the best things you can do, especially when the UV is at a low rate. You can get so much information from staring into the sun when the UV rays are low, the first 22 minutes and the last 22 minutes of the day. And by putting water directly into sunlight, as long as it's not in a plastic bottle, because you don't want the water taking any of the chemicals out of the plastic bottles, the structure of water changes whether you speak to it, with the labels on it. The water will change just by putting a label. If you write a label of hate on water, the structure of the water changes. If you write love and write on the side of water, the water changes in molecular structure. This is scientifically proven by Maturo Emoto. There we go. Great book. So speaking to it, by writing on it, and by sitting in darkness or sitting in light. Now, light and love and gratitude are all very, very high vibrations. So when you surround this water by these things, and then you drink the water, your body absorbs that water, and your body's 72% water. Now, you can change the whole feeling of your body by changing your diet and by changing the quality of the water you're putting in your body. So I've been working on this really, really amazing healing modality for the last 3 years, and I'm not quite ready to talk about it in full yet, but by fasting, you utilize the water that's stored in your fat cells. Now, your fat cells contain water, and it does this like a camel. So when a camel goes into the desert, it stores water in its humps, and it will utilize that water in the camel's survival mode. Now, your body's 72% water, and when you dry fast or hard dry fast, your body is safe for huge amounts of times. Not only when you get through all the water storages in your fat cells, your body, when you believe it and when you're open enough and you're ready to receive this information, your body has pores in its skin, and the skin opens up and draws moisture out of the air. And when you get to a level of stage 4 breatharianism, this is what happens. So the scientific studies on stage 4 breatharianism have showed that the skin on their arms and their chest and everywhere, you absorb water from in the air, and your urinary tract will actually fill up with water. But you don't actually go to the toilet. It then utilizes this water for energy in the body. And then it fills up again, and it goes and fills up again. Now, it hasn't actually been done before, and this is my plan when I get to the last 3 months of this year to prove, is that if you can utilize other forms of energy and you realize how to use them properly, I believe that I will be able to gain, maintain, and even put on weight without eating or drinking anything, just by utilizing breath work, by utilizing prana, chi, meditation, yoga, sound affirmation programming, and sound frequencies. I honestly believe, because I've done 20 days now and lost hardly any weight by changing up my routine in the gym, by using different forms of exercises, by using kinesthetic imagery training, by utilizing all these things that I've never heard anybody put all together and combine in one package. And when you combine it in one package and you bring all these other energy forms in together and you put it with a different form of training, a different mindset, this is my plan and this is my goal. I believe I'm already there, because I haven't actually put all of them together in one system yet. But when I've utilized them in various forms, it's slowed down everything, and it's actually made it so that I can go a huge amount of times, feel absolutely amazing, sleep less, regenerate quicker. So it's going to be a very, very interesting year this year, 2020. I've already got an amazing team around me that's on board with everything I'm saying, that's done most of the fasting with me. So yeah, I look forward to taking everybody else through this year and doing various different talks and retreats on it. So you can transcend a belief simply by taking your attention off what you want to transcend it from. So if you've got a belief, for instance, that you need to eat meat, or you need to drink beer every weekend, or you need to take drugs, or if you've got a belief that keeps on repeating itself, every single morning when you wake up, it's almost like you're resurrected. You've got a chance to start new, because by changing one thought, it has a chain reaction. That cause creates an effect. And when you look at the effects that are in your life, if you look at your day-to-day life, what effects do you want to change? Because all you have to do is see the effect, the drug habit, the food habit, the relationship habit. Once you see that effect, if you can then work back to the cause, once you see the cause, you can then stop that effect from happening, and you can create more causes that are going to create the life that you want. So you start creating your future by working back from the effects, getting to the causes, and then just creating more of the causes to create the effects that you want. So it sounds really basic and very easy when you put it that way, and it is once you see the link. But to get to that link, it took me a very, very long time. But now, when I want to change something, I just literally look at the effect, work my way back to the cause, stop those causes, create a new cause, bang. I'm creating everything that I want. Just on, flow, flow, flow. People come into your life that need to help you. That people come into your life. Literally, you'll think of something you want to create, and someone will come along and be like, so I don't like doing certain things. And I'll be like, okay, I really need someone to help me with this. Someone will come along and they'll be like, that's what I absolutely love doing. Like, fucking hell, I do that for free because I love doing it so much. Wow. I only thought about it yesterday. That's pretty quick. People love doing certain things. People love doing things that you don't enjoy doing. And you enjoy doing things other people don't enjoy doing. 9 times out of 10, when I find something that loves doing something that I want someone to do, or would like someone to do, that I don't want to do, I've got an ability or a gift or a talent that they don't like doing. And it's like, okay, there's an energy exchange. Now, I've done videos on how I believe energy is the most important currency we have. Money's fucked. Money's going out the window in the next 10 years, along with a lot of other things. So energy is the most important currency we have. And when you learn how to utilize energy properly, you get a flow going on, and everything just keeps going. People pop up in your life, things pop up in your life. It's pretty amazing. But if you've got a blockage in that flow, you need to find out what the cause is to that effect. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that video today. The energies at the moment are absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if everyone's sleeping well, or everyone's dreaming a lot at the moment. Let me know if you are dreaming at the moment, if you lucid dream, if you astral project. Pop some comments in the boxes below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Love you lots. See you tomorrow.